and 28 years later manages to replicate that same feeling. Welcome back to Bury Our Bones with Cinema. Today is another instalment of the 30 Films of June movie challenge. Yesterday's films included Shadow of the Vampire as well as 28 Years Later. Now, starting off with the negative, Shadow of the Vampire is a film that I thought I was going to love. It has everything I'm kind of looking for with a horror film. It's slightly gothic, it's steeped in old tradition, but unfortunately, it didn't manage to entertain me at all. I found it incredibly boring, and whilst John Malkovich and William Dafoe give great performances, there wasn't really anything narratively that was drawing me to its conclusion. So by the end of it, I just wanted it to be over. But moving on to the positive, 28 Years Later is a fantastic installment in the 28 Days Later franchise. Perhaps the biggest thing that I love about 28 Days Later is that the zombies are the afterthought, but in a good way. The characters are the thing that keeps you coming back for more and more and more. They are, for lack of a better term, the heartbeat of the film, and 28 years later manages to replicate that same feeling. So it's time to put Shadow
As you
of the
probably
Vampire
guessed, Shadow of the
28
Vampire is
years
going to get a
later
pretty low
onto the
score, and it's
spreadsheet.
going to be 4.5. However, 28 Years Later is going to get a much higher score of an 8 out of 10, which brings my overall total to 20 films.
All the formalities out of the way, the next two films that I will be adding to the list is going to be The Accountant 2, as it's on Prime Video, and I thought, why not? The first one wasn't too bad, let's see what the second one has to offer. And also David Lynch's Blue Velvet. Now, David Lynch is a bit of a hit and miss director for me. Some films of his I like, some I think are vastly overrated, but I've never seen Blue Velvet, so I'm intrigued to see if it's going to fall in either of those camps. So, as always, don't forget to comment what you think of those films and also any recommendations you have going forward. If you haven't already, also hit that follow button so you can get more content just like this. And finally, if you're looking for a podcast where myself, a couple of my mates, and my wife talk about some of our favourite films and some pretty terrible films, then check out Bury Our Bones with Cinema from wherever you get your podcasts.